I feel like I've never done more for my child, but I still feel stuck in the same place. This is what a mom mentioned in a phone consult a couple of weeks ago. This mom had been to countless doctors and specialists, filled numerous prescriptions, and explored various holistic and biomedical therapies, but nothing seemed to work. It can be so hard as a parent when you are questioning if there's something that you're missing, especially when you are working so dang hard. The truth is that this mom that I talked to is not alone. So many parents feel this way about getting to the bottom of their child's health struggles. But what if the key to unlocking the optimal potential and healing for your child is not doing more, but prioritizing the order or the sequence of what you're doing to make the most impact? In fact, when you find the right order of healing that aligns with the exact pathway or the sequence of stress that caused them to get sick in the first place, you're going to make the most impact. And this allows you to do less while accomplishing more. So this video is for parents who feel stuck in an endless cycle of doctor visits, medications, and therapies, yet still struggle to see lasting improvements in their child's health and development. We'll dive into the often overlooked link between nervous system regulation and overall health, and how prioritizing the right interventions at the right time could be the paradigm shift that your family needs to thrive. Did you know that 2 in 5 kids in the US now suffer from a chronic health condition? From allergies and asthma to ADHD and autism, the rates of pediatric disorders have skyrocketed in recent decades. So despite advances in medicine and an ever-growing array of treatment options, many families find themselves trapped in a frustrating cycle of trial and error with minimal lasting results. It may sound simple, but accomplishing less is more with your child's health is all about starting with the basics in the beginning developmentally. The sequence of what happens first can make all of the difference as stress accumulates throughout development, physically and emotionally. This is why we look to the one factor that is often overlooked by most traditional pediatricians and all practitioners within your child's healing journey. So nervous system regulation and the vagus nerve function are the key. The nervous system is that master controller of the entire body. So it's coordinating every major system and keeping everything working in harmony. And when the nervous system becomes dysregulated and out of balance, it can wreak havoc on your child's health. So shutting down and altering gut function, changing our gross motor coordination, the way that our immune system functions, and the way that inflammation is mediated. So especially if your child struggles with sleep and digestion or sensory processing and behavior. So the common signs of nervous system dysregulation in our kids include things like sleep disturbances or gut and stomach problems, frequent respiratory and immune system challenges, the gross and fine motor problems, so sensory overload and behavioral problems like tantrums and meltdowns. So how can you find out if your child has nervous system dysfunction and or vagus nerve dysfunction? The first place to look is within the basics of neurophysiological function. So sleeping, eating, digesting, staying healthy, and regulating their emotions and sensory processing abilities. If your child struggles in any of these areas, it's a red flag that their nervous system may be out of balance. We find that the majority of stress affects kids in a 3-step sequence. So a high stress, often high risk pregnancy and fetal development period, birth interventions and trauma like forceps and vacuums, C-sections, inductions, breech positioning or cord wrapped around the neck, and then early exposure to antibiotics, other medications, and toxins early and often throughout their early life. When all of these challenges accumulate, we call it the perfect storm. And this is why many of the symptoms that children experience seem interconnected. They all start from the same place very early in development. Put simply, the nervous system is the boss. It starts to develop first in utero. And the way that God designed our entire body and overall health to function is that the brain and the nervous system must be fully regulated and operational in order for vital functions in the organs to do their job as well. So our gut health, our immune system function, our endocrine and our hormonal health, and gross and fine motor development are all controlled and coordinated first and foremost by the nervous system. So when the nervous system gets derailed and off track developmentally, so will most everything else downstream. And this is why nearly every child struggling with a chronic neurodevelopmental condition like autism also struggles with digestive problems, a weakened immune system, gross and fine motor challenges, or even sensory processing difficulties. A struggling nervous system will compound problems. In contrast, an adaptable and efficient central nervous system allows children to conquer growth and development with ease and not be bogged down by all of the internal and external stressors coming at them. From social stress and screen time to the chemicals in our food, our air, and our water, there is no escaping the stress that's coming at us. Even if we do our absolute best to clean up the environment for our kids, it can be nearly impossible to be perfect from every angle. As parents, we feel like we are working so hard for our child and say yes to anything that looks like it can help. But progress is slow, as it's not nearly as efficient or effective as making their own systems more adaptable through a full, well-regulated and operational nervous system. As simple as it sounds, the sequence of things matters most. Each individual form of natural, holistic, integrative care is amazing and can help with the nervous system when it's most adaptable and resilient. But what if we could unlock something within your child's brain and their body to be able to ensure that everything on the healing list would work even better? That's the power of focusing on the nervous system first. The first step is uniquely measuring nervous system function. So at Haven Family Chiropractic, we use an incredible piece of technology called the Neurological Insight Scans. And those accurately assess the health as well as the function of our central nervous system. And this lets us centralize what we can give us most progress neurologically with the least amount of healing effort. A true batting order of what your child needs first to get momentum back within their health. So if the nervous system is off track and it's dysregulated, it's easy for parents to question if something is missing. Even with all of the hard work that you're already doing, if you feel trapped in this cycle of doing more, let's dive deeper within to the nervous system. So allowing you to do less work to accomplish more progress. Our office is here for you, so please ask that question that's on your mind. DM our office or give us a call because we are always here to help.